Steve, something of a bittersweet moment, so near yet so far, but overall an excellent performance by the boys.
Yep, especially what we was up against coming here today. The circumstances we was under in terms of squad. And like I said to the boys, I don't want them to keep thinking and worrying about not getting this away victory, because if you get a point away from home, you're happy. And as I said to them, when you throw 20, and we'll come on to that later, when you throw 15 to 20 bodies in your box, or in a box, and people are crossing the ball and all mayhem, Johnny said the keeper's held his arm as he tried to get all that sort of stuff. Ref can't see it all. It's one of those. It's you win the first header, you clear it, you don't, and it stays in and around the box. It's what happens. So, like I say, I'm very proud of the boys today, and they took on board what I said to them for half an hour after on Tuesday night's game.
An excellent strike by Joe, and it could have been so much better after that as well. In a sense, we were making the clearer cut chances at one point than they were.
Yeah, but let's clear a couple of things up, Jim. Tom Derry injured himself on Thursday, wasn't available. Harry Donovan's been in bed for the last 3 days and managed to get here today, but was nowhere near right. Where else do we go? Christie, obviously. That's 3 players out of our squad that are basically mainstays, if you like. Brought young Jaden in, who's only a young lad. He come training Thursday, we signed him. He'll be going away for a wedding because he didn't have a club, but he's coming to us, signed for me, and he done all right when he come on. But that's where we was, Jason was out on his legs. We didn't have any bodies today, and we've had to just patch the team up and play in a way that was going to help us, enhance us, and we got our deserved lead. I think. I thought we did get that. The second half we got more composed in midfield, and we caused them some problems. And like you say, going back to it, after Joe's great strike, one in the top corner, Ben had a couple. Smalley at the start of the second half, they hesitated, and another inch the other way, it's in the back of the net. But good anticipation from Smalley, and I thought every one of them put a real shift in today, and keeps our unbeaten run the league going.
No, definitely. And Johnny made some great saves, first and second half to keep us in it as well.
Yeah, first half.
One save, sorry, just to interrupt, one save right on the stroke of half time. I just don't know how he ever saw it. It was instinctive, wasn't it?
Game changers, and that's what he's there to do. But what a good save it was. Second half, I think he had a reaction save. I don't think my back 4 was superb today, including Johnny with back 5, because I don't think they had any in the second half, any real clear-cut shots at him. Probably one, because the other ones were going over the bar. They put a few crosses in on us, but when we broke on them, we broke with a bit of pace and a bit of purpose. And like I say, on another day we might have got a second. But listen, I'm very happy with the boys tonight because of what we had to put up with in terms of the squad. If you look at it, I had young Ted on the bench, who was a goalkeeper. I had Cal da Costa, that's one I missed out. He's got a sore quad, so he couldn't even come on the pitch, even when Smalley was hurting. Tom Derry and Christie and Harry Donovan. So when you come here with that and you've got no subs to really bring on, them boys take a lot of credit. It was a heavy pitch, a hard pitch, and they deserve enormous credit for that because it was a fantastic performance.
Yeah, definitely. And Benno, Alex Bentley in the holding midfield role, thought he did really well also.
Yes, he did. Again, he had to play out of position because that's where we needed him today.
Almost looked like his natural position, Steve, if I may say so.
Yes, he did. First half, like I say, the midfield were a little bit careless with the ball, but second half when Benno won it, and they was always going to push because they're expected to beat us. Let's get it right, where they are in the league and their management and their players, the quality of the players they brought on. The quality of the forward line they've got Alex Ward, they've got Nico Muir, they brought on Jack Midson, they brought on Ricardo Germain. Let's get it right, Jim. When you're facing that sort of quartet, it's going to be hard. It's just devastating. It was that last little bit, but I don't want anybody going away from, especially my players won't, because I've just told them there. But any negative vibes in terms of we haven't won the away game and we let a goal in injury time, because like I say, that last goal, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened because it's just a melee, and when there's that many bodies, one, the ref can't see a lot of stuff going on, and two, it's just you've got to try and win the first, win the second. But there's so many bodies, and like I say, it fell to them this time, and we're on the receiving end of 1 point rather than 3. But I'll take a point.
Definitely, and I don't think there'll be too many of our supporters going away unhappy tonight. Not after that performance. I mean, that's the kind of vibes I was hearing around me anyway.
No, and they were superb again. They were superb again for us today, and they have been. and they're sticking with us because they know what them players are doing out there. When they look at the real facts of the squad that we had to put out there today and the subs that we could have made, you know, I think that'll make them even more proud of the players because we was really up against it. But they show their grit and determination, and it's an easy thing to say, but that shows there today, and it has done in majority of the games this season, how much them players want to play for this football club. It means an awful lot to them, and they deserve their praise.
Definitely. So we move on to the local derby against Maidstone. Obviously everyone's looking forward to that. Any particular thoughts at this point in time?
Depending on what bodies I've got, yeah. We're training Monday, so
Okay.
we get an hour and a half training on Monday, but I think a lot of them will just be getting patched up. And again, it's how long-term players are out. We're trying to get a couple of players in, but I don't think that's going to happen in the near future. But we'll go with what we've got, Jim. That's all we can do.
Right. The lights have gone out, but thanks a lot, Steve, and well done today, and well done to all the boys.
Just like to wish you for doing these interviews and everybody else connected with Tonbridge Angels. From me, the staff and the players, a very Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Steve, and the same to you. Thanks very much.
Sonny, if somebody had handed me a point this morning, I'd have been delighted. Now I'm absolutely gutted for you.
Yeah, I think so. It's hard to digest really, but you know, when there's 15 players or whatever it is in a box there, I think we defended the first one, the first header, and it's strange, you sort of hit the bar and bounce sideways, and them ones always, you know, it's difficult, you can't really do anything about them. They've got 3 or 4 coming. I think he's just hit them on the back of it and gone in. It's frustrating, but you're probably right. You know, if someone said to you, would you take a point away at HEMEL with the players they got, the budget they got, you only got to see what sort of players they got out there. And I thought we had probably most of it, you know, even we defended quite deep and soaked everything up, but we probably had some good chances. And really pleased with Joe, a great finish. Come inside, they keep letting him come inside. Eventually, one of them's going to fly in. So but yeah, it's disappointing, but these things happen. It's a point away from home against a very good team, and obviously we look forward to the games at home against Maidstone on Boxing Day.
There are times today, actually, when I think some away games we've been a lot deeper than that. Today we were going for it.
Yeah, well,
I
think it was because obviously the first half was always going to be quite hard because they got or you almost wanted the wind against you when we was here. So we tried to keep quite high because the ball was skimming off the surface and going in behind and going into Johnny. And anything you sort of saw in the first half when we was trying to play over the top, it was sort of just skidding off and going out, which is very difficult. So you know, it's I think defensively it was superb, absolutely superb. Not just the back four, Johnny. I think the the wingers today were brilliant. They like to push their full-backs on. I thought, and to be honest, it was comfortable. You know, it was comfortable. They put some pressure on, but it was comfortable. And to come in against a team like that with the players they've got, that's it was good going forward.
And we only just had enough players today, didn't we? Because I understand most of the bench are the players who couldn't have given 90 today.
But listen, we was up against it. But that's sometimes where you're at your best. You know, you know that there's no one to come up. I think obviously Jason, he's run himself into the ground. Not had much game time recently. That was evident towards the end. He blew up a little bit. Jaden's come on at the end. He's put himself about and done a bit for the team. But I think, like the fans said to me when we went up after, they give it all, you're unlucky. You know, I think when players are saying, or when fans are saying that to you, they know that you've put in a good performance today, and it's just a shame that we couldn't break that sort of voodoo of an away win, shall we say. But listen, it will come. Playing like that, it will come.
Was there any sort of question of a foul on Johnny?
I think it's a foul on Johnny, but it's very difficult. Yeah, well, like Johnny said to me, he said the goalkeeper that come up's just got hold of him. But you know, I thought the ref had a good game today. I thought we had a good game. I think he controlled the game, given lots of silly fouls, but both ways, you know, which is consistent. So you know, it's a foul probably, but there you go. Listen, they put a lot of pressure on us, and I'm going to take it. Something might have given, and it did give, and it was a shame really. They didn't open us up, and it was a superb goal. It was a little bundle over the line, which I don't think they deserved. So. Listen, we patch ourselves back up, try and get some players back fit, and we go again.
Big game, Boxing Day. Let's hope it all goes ahead.
Yeah, I hope so.
Particularly with big one for you, because obviously you had your year at Maidstone.
I think that every game's a big game for me. You know, I'm captain of the football club. I like to, or certainly until Tom's back. Every game I like to think trying to hold it all together, and you know, hopefully a bit of experience can see us through. So it is a big game, but every game's a big game. So let's hope that we can get it on. I know the pitch was underwater last time I saw it, but let's hope we can get it on, give it a good go, get some fans out, and give it a good go in a big derby. So listen, we're strong at home. Don't fear anyone. Again, I'd like to say thanks to all the fans who are coming down today. I know it's a bit of a slog down at M25, but thanks for coming. Thanks for getting behind us. We really appreciate it. So thank you.
Halfway point of the season, played half our games now. Satisfied with the first half of the season?
I think if you go, it's the old cliche, and if you go back through the games and you think if you've done this, you've done that, you could have had a few points here or there. But listen, if you can get a point away from home every now and then, or maybe the odd three, and you can be competitive at home like we have been. I think we're mid-table in the form guide. So that's not bad for a team that are sort of up against it a little bit with finance and things like that. We're doing all right. We need to get a few more wins on the board. That's evident. But I think we will. I think we'll come good. So keep getting behind us. The home games are very important. The fans, and especially behind the goal, have been amazing. You know that really does make a difference, luring us in down that bottom towards that tunnel end. So keep doing that for us, and we keep notching them off, and we keep giving our all.
Right, well done today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, good today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.